Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're back over on the test server. Link in the description if you want to know how to get onto it as usual. But we're on the test server because there's new patch notes and I'm curious to see what the end result of some of the balance updates are. So let's get into the video. Firstly, just a big thank you to Shazam for posting this on Discord. I was getting ready to go to bed and then I saw the message that there was patch notes on the test server. So I stayed up and we're recording, so it's going to be a very quick double upload tonight. Make sure you go check out the video I just uploaded about my my Khazard. It was ridiculous. Anyway, so patch notes, here we go. First up, we've got added the new Voyage of Wonders adventure, the Echoing Valley, which will be available from yada yada yada. We'll cover that once it comes into the game. Added a smart notification function to the reset gear function that allows players to see which heroes are in need of factional gear. So it's just going to be basically a quality of life type thing to see those things easier. I'm assuming, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to pan out, but hey, quality of life is always good. And I'm liking the way they do in these updates. They do keep adding in those little quality of life things that just make the game, like if you went back to like a first version of the game, it would be hugely different. So it's nice. Next up, it is now possible to use mercenaries within the guild hunting feature. This is going to be huge. I feel like this is going to be big. I'm just going to get some friends with some really beefy Sarrises, depending on his change. But yeah, I feel like getting a mercenary in the guild hunt is just going to be really nice for everyone, especially if it saves that score and then you can just quick battle with that score, so you only have to get that hero once. Get your score and then you can try again once you progress a bit more, but as long as you don't have to keep hiring that mercenary, it's going to be nice, I think. Next one, added a new notification that lets players know they've successfully made it into the Legends Championship group stage. That's good. I think that's good because before there wasn't actually, I noticed on Kiasma's account, that rank 1 account that I've been playing on, it doesn't actually let you know. So having a notification is going to be nice. Fix several underlying issues that may have been affecting the game's performance. Cool beans. I have no idea what that is, but I'm glad that they are going to do it. So balance changes. Orthros. Fixed a problem that was affecting the visual performance of certain characters when the ability time suspension was being used. I don't know if that's talking about like Shamira's ult ticking when he's using that and like Rowan's coins scattering forever. If it is fixing that, then it's a bit of a nerf to him. If it's not, then it's cool, but we'll have to wait and see. Talene. This one actually really hurts me. This one is actually quite painful. Talene the Rising Phoenix fixed an issue that was allowing enemy heroes to view Talene as a living target in certain circumstances when she was in a fireball state. So when Talene dies and she goes into that little fireball and she still has the health bar on top of her head, the one that I really remember, and I used it a lot, was that Warwick, while she was dead, Warwick would still try and throw the dead fireball Talene, and it would just save you getting thrown by the Warwick and having your defense decrease on one of your heroes. It was fantastic. But I mean, let's face it, Talene is pretty busted, so she's still going to be good. It's not like she loses effectiveness. Next up, we have Antandra fixed an issue that was allowing enemies to be hurt by the ability Fury Strike, even when they were out of the targeting range. I mean, I know it's just fixing it, but it's still, from live servers to this update, it's going to be a nerf to the way she actually works at the moment. And Antandra, especially endgame, is very, very average at the moment. So I would have just increased the range of her ability and just left it, because now she's bad and going to get worse, I guess. She's still really good early game, but yeah, late game, not so good. Anarchy fixed a problem that was causing the visual effect of the ability Born to Lead to remain on the screen even after he was killed. I did notice this when I was testing him. I'll have a video out about him and Gwyneth probably tomorrow. I've just got to edit it and stuff like that. But basically that ring he puts down that increases your allies' attack and haste and all that good stuff. Yeah, basically he would die and it would disappear. So now it doesn't. Now, I mean, he would die and it wouldn't disappear, but now it does. I don't think it affects the functionality because they're saying it's the visual effects. So even though it used to stay on the field, I'm tipping it didn't actually have the effect. So not too bad there. Number 5, Sarris the Risen Warrior. Okay, this is the big one. This is the big one that I'm just really, really curious to see how this one is going to pan out, because Sarris is absolutely dominant. So on my Celestial Hub Gene account at the moment, in anything, I have a single elite Sarris, and he can do more damage than my Tailene in just about every boss fight. And my Tailene is Ascended 1-star, and she's normally really good damage. So it's absolutely mind-blowing how strong he is. So if this is a little nerf, I would completely understand, but it actually sounds to me more like a buff, so I'm not too sure. Fixed an issue that was preventing the effects of the ability Tenacity from being stacked as intended. So that wording is very, very vague. So if we go over here and actually look at Sarris, if we can find him. So Tenacity. So basically that's when, you know, when he uses his ability successfully, he's going to increase the attack and defense rating of himself and his allies. But just the way it's worded, I'm really, really unsure on what they're going to do. So the wording of fixed an issue that was preventing the effects of the ability Tenacity from being stacked as intended. So it was stopping them from being stacked as intended. Whether it was stopping them from being stacked smaller or whether it was stopping them from being stacked higher, I'm not sure on how that's going to pan out. It's a very, very vague terminology that they have used in it, so it's going to be interesting to see. I'm kind of torn. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. So while I was editing, I was thinking more about this. Yes, I think way too much about things. But when it says preventing the effects of the ability Tenacity from being stacked as intended, I'm thinking it might not be the way they're stacked on Sarris. It may be the way they're stacked on his teammates. The big one for me is there's a lot of speculation about the Grizzle comp that's getting around at the moment, where basically, you know, like, firstly, it's amazing because Grizzle steals defense and attack of the enemy, which in boss fights steals the attack and defense of the boss, which is high stats. Then you've got the Sarris linked to that Grizzle, meaning from the twins normally, meaning that they're gaining attack. But the speculation is that it's actually busted because like eventually, like, skeleton, like, this is just stuff that I've heard a bunch of different things from people speculating, but like maybe that the skeletons are scaling too much and actually getting more of Sarris's stats than intended. So it might be a little soft fix to try and adjust whatever you want to call it, the stat scaling of teammates and minions, whether maybe minions won't get stats based on these. I don't know. It was just another thought I was having while I was recording, but yeah, I just thought I'd jump in here and throw that thought in. But once again, we'll cover it as soon as it comes to the game. Anyway, continue. Happens. Some of the guys in the guild that I've joined, very end game players, are going to do some testing, and as soon as they find out, you know, I'll share the information with you guys and let you know what it is. But either way, if I just can't see it being a buffer. We'll have to wait and see. It's Sarris. He's an absolute beast. Looks like a monster. Absolutely love him. But anyway, I'm basically just getting lost in my own head because I'm thinking about it now. But that is it for the info on the new update. Just balancing changes, a new Voyage of Wonders, some more quality of life stuff, and that is pretty much it. So not a massive update compared to some of the stuff we normally get, but normally with these you do get some events that aren't actually in the patch notes, so hopefully we get some new events to go with it as well. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.